Hi and welcome to this yoga practice. This practice is a nervous system calming practice, which means that we will activate the parasympathetic part of our nervous system, which is the rest and digest system. It's when we feel calm and grounded and connected to ourselves and the world around us. So this practice is perfect when you're feeling really stressed or anxious or wired or even tired but wired. And you just feel like you could need some support to come into a more calm, relaxed state. The practice consists of some nervous system regulation tools as well as some, yoga asanas, perfect for coming into the body and bringing more relaxation to the body. So if you're ready, get yourself on the mat and let's get started. So to begin the practice, just come to sit comfortably in a cross-legged position. Make sure that you're seated on your sitting bones. So maybe you need to take some of your glute away from under there, and your spine is tall and your shoulders are away from the ears. And we will start with an orienting exercise, which is really simple, but it's just to signal to our body, our system, our cells, everything that we are safe. So what I'd like you to do is just start noticing the space you're in. So you just look around you, see what is there. And maybe you've seen this space a million times already, but bring some curiosity into it. Really see what is around you. And this is a slow looking, it's not darting back and forth through the room. It's really consciously seeing every object that is there. Maybe there's animals in your environment, plants. And it's not just the eyes that are looking. You can also invite your head and your neck or even your shoulders to turn and move so that you can see really everything that is around you. And if there's anything that you really like looking at that's really grabbing your attention, you can rest your eyes on it for a little longer before moving on to the next object. And then we're going to add a layer to this. I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. And you don't have to change it, you just have to notice it. So, where in your body do you feel the breath? Is it shallow or deep? Fast or slow? Just notice your breath. Maybe you feel that you have been really tightening your core. See if you can relax it. And then while you have your attention on your breathing, see if at the same time you can also have your attention on the environment you're in. So you're just noticing your breath and you're seeing what is around you. And then we're gonna bring one more element into this. Bring your awareness to the contact your body makes with the environment. So probably you can feel your sitting bones on the mat. And maybe also the sides of your feet. Maybe you can feel your hands rest on your knees or in your lap. Just really notice the contact your body makes with the environment. And now we're going to try to blend it all in and stack the layers on top of each other. So as you are noticing your environment, see if you can also have awareness on your breath, as well as awareness on the contact your body makes with the environment. And maybe, it's difficult because you've never done this, so it's also okay to pendulate between every layer. So you feel the contact your body makes with the environment, and then you notice your breath. And then you notice what is around you. And then we will slowly bring this practice of orienting to a close. You can feel if there's any shift in your system. Maybe you feel more grounded. Maybe you feel a change in temperature. Maybe you feel that your breath has become a little bit softer and more gentle. And in yoga, we often chant Om. But we do it at the beginning of the practice or the end of the practice. But there is another sound we can make that really activates the parasympathetic part of the nervous system, which is also called the vagus nerve. And maybe you've read about it or seen it on the internet. But the vagus nerve is basically a nerve that goes from the brainstem all the way down into your body. And mostly it brings information from your body up to your brainstem and to the brain. And we can activate this nerve, and we can bring pleasant sensations to this nerve so that our body comes into a more relaxed state of being. So one way to do this is by making a sound, and the sound we're going to make is VOO, so VOOOO. And while you make this sound, I'm going to ask you to have an attention on your belly. So how it feels in your belly. It's probably going to create quite a pleasant sensation. The vagus nerve has nerve endings in the belly as well, so it will bring the pleasant information up to the brain. So I'm gonna do it one round first, and then you can join me after. So what we do is we take a really deep inhale through the nose, and on an exhale we breathe out by making the sound VOO through our mouth. And then when we've breathed it all the way out, at the end we're gonna stay still for a few seconds before we take a next deep breath in again and VOO out through the mouth. So I will do it first to show how it works, and then afterwards we will do it together for 3 times. So here it goes. And then I will take an inhale again. So I hope you heard it. I hope the mic picked it up. But I hope you get the idea. So you can now join me for 3 rounds of Wu. Okay, breathing in through the nose. And breathing out with the Wu sound. Waiting a few seconds at the breathing in. Breathing in one last time. Now you can breathe normally again and just feel the effect this had on your system. You can close your eyes if you want. Okay, now on the next inhalation, you bring your arm up to the sky and your shoulder is going towards your ear, and you bring your left hand on top of your right shoulder. So we're breathing in here. And on the exhalation, we side bend over towards the left. Breathing in, coming back to center. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the right and we slowly drop our arm. And when our arm is lower than our shoulder, we tap, tap, tap softly onto our shoulder. Breathing in, arms comes to the sky again. And on an exhalation, we bend over towards the left. Breathing in, back to center. And on an exhalation, we drop our arm and we tap, tap, tap that shoulder. Once more, breathing in, arms comes up. And on an exhalation, we bend over towards the left. Breathing in, coming back to center. And on an exhalation, we went over towards the right and we drop the arm and tap, tap, tap that shoulder. And then we come back to center and we feel the difference in both shoulders. For me, I feel that my right shoulder is way longer now. It feels way more relaxed than the left. Just feeling into it. And then we'll move over to the other side. So on an inhale, you bring your left arm up to the sky and your shoulder comes towards your ear, and you bring your right hand on top of your left shoulder. Breathing in here. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the right. Breathing in, come back to center. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the left. We drop the arm and tap, tap, tap that shoulder. Breathing in, arm comes up. Breathing out, we bend over towards the right. Breathing, come back to center. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the left. We drop the arm and tap, tap, tap that shoulder. Once more, breathing in, arm comes up. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the right. Breathing in, come back to center. And on the exhalation, we bend over towards the left. We drop the arm and tap, tap, tap the shoulder. And then we'll come back to center again and feel the difference this made. Maybe your shoulders feel the same length and the level of relaxation now. Maybe there's still a difference, doesn't matter. Now we'll bring our hands on top of our knees and we'll start making big circles with our upper body. So when we come forward, the chest shines forward. When we come backwards, we round the spine. And you can match the movement to your breathing. So on an inhale, you come forward, and on an exhale, you go backwards. And then we'll switch over to the other side. You can change with the breathing. Maybe you're exhaling when coming forwards and inhaling when going backwards. Taking one more circle. Coming back to center. And now we'll roll over our knees and we will come onto our hands and knees. So the knees are underneath the hips and the hands are underneath the shoulders. And on an inhale, we drop the belly, the chest shines forward, we look up, sitting bones are towards the sky. And on the exhalation, we round our spine and we push the mat away from us. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now come back to neutral. Bring your toes to touch and your knees are as wide as the mat. And we're going to do this movement again, but we'll make it a little bit different. So on an inhale, you drop the belly, the chest shines forward, and then you push yourself towards your heels. And on the exhalation, you round your spine and you come forward again. Inhale, drop the belly, push yourself backwards. Exhale, round the spine and come forward again. Inhale, push yourself backwards. Exhale around the spine, come forward again. Breathing in and out. In and out. And now we will change the directions. So on a breath out, we round the spine and push ourselves backwards. And on an inhale, we drop the belly, chest shines forward, and we push ourselves forward. Breathing out, rounding the spine, pushing ourselves backwards. Inhaling, dropping the belly, and pushing ourselves forwards. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And then we come back to center. We bring our knees underneath our hips again, hands underneath the shoulders. And then we will start walking our hands forward away from us, and our forehead and our chest are moving towards the mat. It's okay if your forehead doesn't touch the mat, it's just the direction that it's going to. And make sure that you still have a connection between your lower ribs and your hips. So you're not just like dumping all your weight into your back. And we relax here. You can even move your forehead from side to side to give yourself a little forehead massage. Or you can just come to stillness and feel the stretch. Taking one more breath here. And on the next inhalation, you lift your head and you walk your hands back so you're in tabletop again. And now we will bring our right foot in between our hands. And we will come forward with our weight. Our chest is shining forward. So we really feel the stretch into the left psoas muscle. If this is not accessible to you, you can also come up and rest your hands on top of your knee. So our back is straight, our chest shines forward, and we feel into the left psoas. Taking one more breath here. And then on the next inhalation, we walk our weight towards the back leg. Our right leg is straight, our foot is flexed. I mean, your leg is as straight as can be, depends on your flexibility. And our back is still straight, chest is still shining forward. So maybe it's better if you bend the knee a little bit. Often the hamstrings are very tight, but just feel into it. And on the next inhalation, we walk our weight forwards again. We bring our weight into the psoas. You can even contract the glute muscle so that you have a deeper stretch. Taking one more breath here. And on the next inhalation, we walk our weight backwards again, flex our front foot, and make sure that your breathing stays steady and your face is relaxed, because when we tense up in our breathing or other parts of our body, we also tense up the muscle that we're trying to stretch and relax. Taking one more breath here. And then walking our weight forwards again, planting our hands on the mat and bringing our right knee next to our left knee again. And then we will move over to the other side, so bringing the left foot between the hands, either staying on your hands or coming up with your hands resting on your knee. But it's important that our back is straight and our chest is shining forward, and we really feel the stretch into our right psoas muscle. Taking one more breath here. And on the next inhalation, walking our weight backwards. Now the left leg is as straight as you can manage. The left foot is flexed. The back is straight. Again, you can also, rest your weight onto your upper left leg. You can curl the back toes under so you have a little more stability. And then on the next inhalation, walking our weight forwards again, coming into the psoas muscle stretch. And on the next inhalation, we walk our weight backwards again, coming into the hamstring stretch. Hamstrings and the psoas are often tight because we sit a lot. So it's great to stretch it out every once in a while. And then on the next inhalation, walking ourselves forward again, planting the hands on the mat and bringing the left knee back next to the right knee. And then you can slowly lower down until you're on your belly. Just taking my mic off. Then you can place your hands on top of each other and your forehead on your hands. And we just start shaking the hips from side to side as fast or as slow as feels good for you. And then slowly bringing that to a close and coming to stillness again. And now what I like to do is bring my arms out in front of me and bring my left cheek to the mat. And then at the same time, I bring my right leg up so it's in a 90-degree angle with my body, and my lower leg is in a 90-degree angle with my upper leg. And you can really feel the inside of your thigh relaxing. If you want to keep your hands stacked on top of each other and your forehead on your hands, it's also fine. Just find what feels good for you in this pose. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly bringing your right leg back next to your left leg again. And then if you were laying on one cheek, maybe you want to move over to the other cheek. And then bring your left leg in a 90-degree angle. Feeling the inside of your left thigh relax. Maybe you feel a difference in the sides, we're not symmetrical. And just relaxing into the pose. Taking one more breath here. And then slowly bringing your left leg next to your right leg again. And when you're ready, you can turn around, come lay on your back. So your feet are planted flat on the floor. And actually bring your feet as wide as your yoga mat. And slowly start dropping your knees from side to side. This is really yummy for the lower back. And then bring your legs to stillness in the middle again. And now we're going to give ourselves a hug. What we'll do is we'll bring our right hand on top of our upper ribs of the left side, so they're like underneath your armpit. And your left hand is coming on top of your right upper arm, so it can go up to your shoulder or lower on your arm, closer to the elbow. Just feel what feels good to you right now. And once you've found the nicest hug you can give yourself, just stay still here and feel the weight of your arms on top of your body. And feel the effect this has. You can close your eyes if you want to. And your feet are still as wide as your yoga mat. And we're going to do the same move we did before, but this time we're bringing our upper body along for the ride. So we'll just rock from side to side, bringing our whole body along for it. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And then we'll come to stillness in the middle again. We let go of our hug, and we hug instead our knees into our chest. And you can move a little from side to side to give your lower back a little massage. You can also make some circles with your legs, bringing your hands on top of your knees and circling them one way and also the other way. And then slowly coming to stillness, bringing our feet to the mat and actually bringing our legs out long. Shoulder blades are behind your back next to each other, and your arms are wide next to you with the palms facing up. Your feet are a little wider than your hips. And slowly start rocking your head from side to side and really feel the contact the back of your head is making while rolling from side to side. Really have your attention and awareness on the back of your head. And then rolling once more from one side to the other. And then bringing your head back to neutral again. And now is the time to put on a sweater or get a blanket or put on socks, anything that you want to feel more warm and comfortable. You can pause the video now if you need to get something. And then if you're ready, you're laying down. We'll start by relaxing the toes. Relaxing the feet, the ankles, the lower legs, the knees, the upper legs, the pelvic floor muscles, the glutes, relaxing the belly, and the lower back, relaxing the ribs and the chest, and the upper back, relaxing the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers, relaxing the neck, the jaw, cheeks, the eyes, the eyebrows, the little spot between the eyebrows, forehead, and the back of the head. And then taking a deeper breath in and out. Coming back into your body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. And then bringing your arms overhead, and on an inhale, stretching your whole body out. And on an exhale, letting everything go. And slowly rolling onto your side. And when you're ready, you can push yourself up to a seated position. Coming to sit cross-legged. And on an inhalation, we'll bring our arms to the sky. Palms come to touch. And on an exhalation, we'll bring our palms in front of our heart. And then you can bow for yourself in the practice. And thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you're feeling way more calm and relaxed. Maybe you're feeling a little sleepy. Maybe you'd like to go for a nap now. Do whatever feels good to you, and I'll see you next time.